Discovery is a financial services company that began in 1992 as a medical aid administrator, but is now also an insurer and asset manager operating in Africa, the UK, USA, and China.
Ah, what a spectacular run Adrian Gore has had as the helm of this company. As Bronwyn points out, starts off as a healthcare administrator, but using its superior technology and vitality to tie it all together has really cut a swathe through the industry, demonstrating that you can sell products to the top end of the market at high margin if you know exactly what they're up to, which of course is what that vitality system does.
Market cap 82.6 billion rand, price to earnings ratio 15.5, dividend yield here of 1.2%. And I am going to say again, they have transformed my driving behavior because I know that I am being watched every minute of every day while I'm in the driving seat.
Now look, this company is different to the others. They are on massive expansion. There's a deal every year. There's a deal in the US, in the UK, buying out minorities in China. So very low dividend yield, which is the big differentiator between this company and the other companies.
They need the money to grow, effectively.
And they just had a big rights issue because they need more capital, and it's not the first rights issue that they've had. So very different. This is in fact a growth company and is an exciting company in relation to the other companies. Successful or not, over time we will find out, but to date they have been successful.
And that growth element, Paul, is potentially why we have it in the hot stocks portfolio.
Yeah, super duper. So it does all of the things we've alluded to. The capital that they raised recently was interesting. They used part of it to buy out more of the book of the Discovery card. That's the credit card linked to some of their products, which tells you that they want to be in financial services more generally, maybe even banking. And then it was to consolidate their investment in the UK, where they're going into the full service model, actually owning the insurer, rebranded Vitality from its previous brand Prudential. But the other thing that is an interesting unknown is all these joint ventures with AIA, with Ping On, with John Hancock in the US, because there they've done deals to apply the Vitality model in exchange for some sort of profit share on savings that the insurer gets. So we'll have to wait and see whether that's going to be a big revenue contributor or maybe just a bit of a cherry on top of the cake.
But, and I suppose, Wayne, that's really reiterating your sentiments as to whether they're going to be successful over the longer term. But you don't want to have no exposure to that potential success down the line.
Discovery has got wonderful assets, of which their biggest asset is their customer base. Their customers truly love them. So what they've done since they started in 1992, and in fact I was right there at the start, is they've sold more and more product to a very, very loyal and very happy customer base. And that's their South African model. Obviously, they've gone overseas and they've done all the things that Paul was talking about, but don't buy this one for the dividend, because the dividend's not there.
It's going to be used in generating the potential future growth.
I want to make one final point about the quality of their technology base. You know, when you say you're going to launch a product which gives people money back on purchasing healthy foods at Woolworths, you must understand that's a big claim to make, because you've got to keep track of all of that information. You've got to say, look, you bought Chuckles and Naartjies. So you're not getting any points for the Chuckles, but you are getting for the Naartjies. I mean, that is an incredible incentive to not only to offer, but in order to actually pull off.
You
and
sound
they do that.
like someone who owns Discovery. I just want to keep you in check. The disclosures there. Paul owns Discovery in buckets loads. We have it in the hot stocks portfolio. Hot or not? Paul, do I need to ask you this question?
No, it's definitely hot. Look, it's riding a wave, and we got to hope that it carries on doing that. It mustn't stumble and fall or make any big tactical errors, because then it'll get crushed. But for the moment, definitely from our perspective, hot.